Hello and welcome to Prague. But the only reason we are in Prague right now at the main train station is because we need to get from A to B, in this case from P to P, because from Prague we're going to Poprad. It's a city in Slovakia, in the mountains, in High Tatras, and it's actually late night, it's 10 p.m. And the reason we are here this late at this time is because we are taking a special night train. Let's catch it. Can I get the top bed? Well, I guess I'm gonna get comfortable. We got two beds here. We got a closet. I mean, this is awesome. Well, the train started to move, so it's time to go to bed, and hopefully we'll wake up at our final destination. I mean, they'll wake us up. So, good night. Well, 8 hours later, good morning. We are in Slovakia. We're approaching the Tatras, and how do I know? Well, a couple of reasons. First, I got my coffee and my breakfast, but when you come to Tatras, you get Tatranka. It's a candy bar named after the mountains that we're about to see today, and you're always supposed to have one. So we got breakfast, so we will power up for our hike, because straight from the train, we're going up into the mountains that you'll see shortly. Do you see that, man? Whoa! Don't worry, we will show you the city of Poprad, but first we're taking another train. We bought a ticket for it. It was 75 euro cents. It's this one, and it's gonna take us up there into the mountains. So, we're starting our hike. We are 1,000 meters above sea level, and our goal is to get up to 2,000, which for us is very high because our tallest mountain in Czech Republic is only 1,600. And these technically used to be our mountains as well, because Czechoslovakia, you know. First snowball. So we have arrived to the first of many waterfalls we're about to see. This one is called the Long Waterfall, but we'll keep going up and there will be more of them. To find your way around the mountains, you can obviously use these signs that have time stamped how long it's going to take you to go to a certain location. Then you just follow the color. You can also use Google Maps. We don't suggest it because they kind of suck for hiking, but the great app is mappy.cz. You can download the maps offline, and they have these colors in them, so you can follow it also on your phone. What does the fox say? Many different cottages along the way, so you can fill up, but Honza keeps pushing me to go further, so let's go further. He promised me a beer at the end. Somebody needs to bring the beer up. I mean, kudos to this guy. Dude, according to this map, this is so steep, there either has to be an elevator or like an escalator. It's just... oh boy. As you can see, there's actually a lot of snow, and it's mid-September. Yes, yes. Honestly, I would never believe that the show Honest Guide would bring us to places like these. We are 2,050 meters above the sea level. It's really cold. We're in the middle of High Tatras, and there are two lakes, but we're gonna go to the cottage to warm up. But this is definitely a suggestion to hike up here. The weather is not bad. I mean, it could be worse, but there are some amazing views down over to see Poprad, the city. But let's get warm up, all right? Well, bon appetit. So we just had a lovely lunch here at the Terry Cottage. It was €5 for a soup and €3 for a beer, which is, I guess, reasonable based on the fact that everything has to be carried up here on foot. And also when they built it back in 1899, they also had to carry all the material to build it on foot, I guess, except for the stones. You can actually also sleep here for €28, including breakfast, but we already booked a place down in Starý Smokovec, in the village where we started, so we're gonna head back down. But this was absolutely amazing. So there's this ongoing joke about Czechs in Tatras, and the Slovaks always make fun of us. So as I was falling, the Slovaks were laughing at me, and Honza said, "Please don't hurt yourself, don't be a stereotype." So we're back in town. It took us exactly 7 hours, but to be fair, we stop a lot to film and just look around. And we got a recommendation for this restaurant, so we're gonna try it out, get some halushki. 25 kilometers later. This is deserved. Our second day, we have much better weather, and we're going to use this railway that runs along the High Tatras, and we're going to take it to Štrbské pleso, which is a lake, so we're hoping for some good views there. Let's go. After 40 minutes, we have arrived to this beautiful lake, Štrbské pleso. 155 days out of the year, the lake is frozen, but there are some beautiful views, and our plan is to walk around the whole lake. So let's see. And you can also rent boats over there. Tatras are obviously also very popular in the winter as a ski resort, so there are many chairlifts that also operate in the summer. So we're taking one up to the mountain. It doesn't go all the way up, but it goes just below the peak, so we're gonna have to hike the rest. And if you want some musical cultural experience, while climbing up this, you can listen to which means up the stairs, up the stairs. I guess we made it. So we're at the top. We're actually higher than we were yesterday, almost 2,100 meters above sea level. The view is amazing. Another option for a trip for you from Štrbské pleso, from the lake where we started, is instead of taking the chairlift up, you can go to that waterfall down there, waterfall Skok. So that's about 1.5 hours, 2 hours to walk there. But we decided we wanted to go up. So maybe if you go there, let us know what it was. Well, that's our last reward in the mountains, and now we're gonna head down, get on the train, get to Poprad, the city, and show you a little bit around there. And if you can zoom a lot, Honza, you should see those guys right now. Like from the mountains into the city, first thing we hit is a mountain pub. After 2 days of hiking, we stopped to get some food in Poprad, and Honza got something very small as an appetizer. So, bon appetit. Small appetizer, dude. And before we could finish the appetizer, voila. You may be wondering why we came to the hockey stadium here in Poprad. Well, the reason is this place is not only famous for their really good team that just scored, but also one of the matches here was started by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
The Queen seemed to enjoy what she saw.
We are on the square in Spišská Sobota, which up until 46 used to be a separate village. Now it's a part of Poprad. And we are walking around the square looking for a house where a famous sculptor that actually built sculptures on Charles Bridge was born. We really tried hard to find that house where the sculptor was born. but we didn't find it. But we found a mini brewery. We didn't really just find this place on a map, but when I was here a couple months ago, there was a huge crowd of people, very popular place, so we decided to hop in, and Honza ordered the beer tasting for €5, all this. So I guess we're gonna sample. Cheers. We have teamed up for this episode with the Czech Railway, České dráhy. They saw how much we promote them and they said, hey, do you guys want to take the night train to Tatry? And we said, yes. So we hope eventually you will do it as well. And now it's our time to catch the train/hotel back to Prague. Honzico, can I get the bottom bed this time? All right, I'll get the top bed. We do highly suggest this as a traveling option around Europe. Not only as a one-day trip even to Tatras, to the mountains from Prague, but even if you want to go to Zurich, Warsaw, or anywhere around Europe, this is highly suggested by us. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will stay tuned to The Honest Guide, what we will bring you next. Good night. We all refer to us as Czechs. That is not true. Me and Honza are Czechoslovaks because we were born in Czechoslovakia, and when the Slovaks were telling me, oh, you Czechs, well, I'm quarter Slovak because my grandmother was born in Vrútky next to Martin.